The 1 in 10 shiny odds events are back, with the Fossil Research Day being the next one up. So today, here's everything you need to know about the event and the best tips to get the most out of it. So this event is Saturday, August 2nd, 2 to 5 p.m. your local time, in which field research task encounters can get you encounters with Tyrunt and Amaura. Both these Pokemon will have 1 in 10 shiny odds. Do note though, this is on average. You might not get one every 10, but on average. We'll also have exclusive wild spawns during the event that will have full odds, most likely. Ammonite, Kabuto, Lilip, Anorith, Cranidos, Shieldon, and rare spawns for Tirtuga and Archon. There'll also be a paid timed research you can buy for $2 USD, or buy it in the in-game shop. That will also get you 3 max revives for free. So consider buying it through the web store. This research will get you extra encounters with Tyrunt and Amaura, and you'll have till 5 p.m. to complete it. Now, other than the shiny odds, is this event worth playing? Well, first of all, Tyrunt is actually a good Pokemon, evolving into Tyrantrum, which with Rock Throw and Meteor Beam is the number 13 rock type attacker in Pokemon GO, and the shadow form of Tyrantrum is number 5 as a rock type attacker. Ho is actually returning to raids on August 11th, so this is a good Pokemon to use against that. Now, to evolve Tyrunt into Tyrantrum, it does need to be the daytime. So if it's not daytime, consider using Duskmane Necrozma's Sunsteel Strike Adventure effect, which will allow you to evolve this Pokemon at any point. Additionally, Tyrunts can spawn off of this adventure effect, so you could potentially encounter a Tyrunt. However, I do not think the wild Tyrunts off the adventure effect will have the same shiny odds as the research ones, but someone could test that. Now, Amaura, on the other hand, evolves into Aurorus, which is a good Pokemon as well, with Frost Breath and Weather Ball Ice being the number 22 ice type attacker in Pokemon GO, and Shadow Aurorus being the number 8 ice type attacker. Additionally, with Rock Throw and Meteor Beam, Shadow Aurorus is the number 11 rock type attacker in Pokemon GO. Now, in the Open Great League, Aurorus is ranked 65, in the Ultra League ranked 77, in the Master League, Shadow Aurorus ranked 154. So overall, not a bad Pokemon across the board. Same thing goes as before, it needs to be nighttime to evolve Amaura into Aurorus, so consider using Dawnwing's Necrozma's Adventure Effect Moongeist Beam to turn it into nighttime at any point. This will also spawn Amoras off that Adventure Effect, which again could be shiny boosted, but I think the shiny boost is only for the research. Now, Ammonite is also spawning the wild during the event, which is good to go ahead and grind candies for the new Dynamax Ammonite, making its debut on August 3rd. Dynamax Omastar is going to be the top rock type max attacker in Pokemon GO currently, since we really only have like one. Lilip's also appearing in the wild, which can evolve into Credilli. Credilli ranked 31 in the Open Great League and 24 in the Open Ultra League. Cranidos is spawning the wild, which evolves into Ramparados. This is one of the best rock type attackers, although super frail, with Smackdown and Rock Slide, the number 10 rock type attacker in Pokemon GO, and Shadow Ramparados, the number 4 rock type attacker. Shieldon's also appearing, which evolves into Bastiodon, being ranked 49 in the Great League. Now, there is a trick that not a lot of people know, but if you are in a rural area, you can actually get 2 field research tasks from 1 Pokestop. And for Research Day, this is huge because that's 2 tasks per stop. Now, if you have an AR mapping task or you don't, you will get 2 separate field research tasks. So what you can do is you can spin a Pokestop with or without an AR mapping task, and then either get an AR mapping task or delete yours, depending on which one you started with. So do the opposite, and then spin that Pokestop again. It'll take 5 minutes to refresh, but you will get 2 tasks from the same Pokestop. The strategy though is you do not want to go ahead and claim the first field research task or complete it before you get the second one, or else you won't get a second one. But this is really good for rural players to maximize on the amount of field research tasks you could be getting. On topic of field research tasks, based on past research days, the tasks usually include battle in a gym, catch 5 Pokemon, earn a candy exploring with your buddy, earn 3 hearts with your buddy, make 3 great throws in a row, make 3 curve throws in a row, make 3 nice throws in a row, make 3 nice curveball throws in a row, make 3 great throws, make 5 curveball throws, power Pokemon 3 times, send 3 gifts and add a sticker to each, spin 2 Pokestops or gyms, use a super effective charge attack, use 3 berries to help catch Pokemon, and use 3 Pineapple berries to help catch Pokemon. As top strategy is to try to collect 3 of the same tasks so you can bang them out all at the same time. There are a couple tasks in here that I would consider deleting, like earn a candy exploring with your buddy. Unless you have like a 1 kilometer buddy, it's a little bit more annoying to complete. And use a super effective charge attack, although you can do that really easy through the training menu. It can be annoying and mess up your flow. So those would be 2 ones I would consider deleting. Also, remember to not give your buddy any treats before the event starts, so you can easily complete earn 3 hearts with your buddy once the event starts. If you do want to complete the earn 1 candy with a buddy task on screen, I'm going to go ahead and put all the Pokemon in Pokemon GO that only take 1 kilometer to walk to get a candy for. So I would set one of these Pokemon here on screen as your buddy. I don't know why Mega Mewtwo is on there. Don't set that, as that'll make it a lot easier to go ahead and complete that task. Also, remember to hold on to raspberries, pineapples, and nanabs before the event starts. That'll be very useful to complete the berry tasks. I know sometimes I find myself deleting all my nanab berries or feeding them to gyms. Another top tip, when you are completing field research tasks, if it's not a shiny or a hundo, consider running from it and putting it in your stacked tasks. The reason I would do this is most likely because when you are struggling to find Pokemon in the wild and you need to catch 5 Pokemon for another task or use berries on Pokemon, you can simply go into your field research stack and get Pokemon encounters by holding onto those encounters for later during the event when you might need them and you're in an area where there's less spawns. I also highly recommend having a power up tag, which will have a couple Pokemon in here that you want to go ahead and power up to whatever level or whatever. Like for example, this Registeel I'm trying to power up just so you can quickly jump in and do the power up tasks. Some people prefer to power up low CP Pokemon, but in my opinion, I think it's just better to invest your Stardust, no matter how much or how little, into Pokemon you're actually going to use. Now, for all the meta relevant Pokemon we talked about during the event, you need candy and Stardust to power them up. To get more candy for these Pokemon, remember to use Pineaps or Silver Pineapple berries on them during the event, which will double or 2.34 times your catch candy on these Pokemon, depending if it's a Pineapple or a Silver Pineapple. Also, remember to Mega Evolve a Pokemon. This is a fossil-based event, so it's a rock-based event. So Mega Evolve either a Mega Aerodactyl, Tyranitar, or Diancie. This will get you more candy, XP, and XL candy for catching rock-type Pokemon. You can also trade away Pokemon. Every time you trade away a Pokemon, you'll get 1 candy and a 10% chance to get an XL candy. If the distance between those 2 Pokemon is between 10 and 100 kilometers, you'll get 2 candies and a 25% chance of an XL candy. And if it's greater than 100 kilometers, you'll get 3 candies and a guaranteed XL. This is amazing to go ahead and hold on to any Pokemon. Like for example, Cranidos is a great one to hold on to. Trade for distance Pokemon. If you can't, that's fine. Still trade those Pokemon away because you can get candy for them. And also IVs change when you trade. So if you receive a Pokemon from a trade, the IVs will be different, which means you could end up with a hundo or a, whatever IV you want of a Pokemon if you just go ahead and trade. Always do your 100 trades a day if you can. You will get some good IVs. It's one of the best ways to hunt hundos. Finally, remember to hold on to Pokemon until August 26th from 6 to 7 p.m. is Lechonk Spotlight Hour, which will have the bonus of 2 times transfer candy. So if there's any Pokemon you really want candies for, hold on to them, put them in a tag potentially, and then wait until then and transfer them for double the candy. Now you need 35 Platinum Medals to go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go. Which one should we work on during this event? And you want to get ahead of the game because once it comes time, getting 35 Platinum Medals, not easy. First of all, obviously the type medals here at the bottom, specifically something like the Hiker medal where you have to catch 2,500 rock types. They're going to be in the wild and in field research during the event. This is one of the best events to work on your Pokemon Ranger medal as well. This is going to be complete 2,500 field research tasks, and the field research tasks, as I mentioned before, are going to be insanely easy. If you Mega Evolve your Pokemon, you'll be working on your Successor medal, Mega Evolve a Pokemon 1,000 times. You'll obviously be spinning a lot of Pokestops to collect field research tasks, so you'll work on your Backpacker medal as well. And finally, try your best to win the Showcase Star medal, win 100 Pokestop showcases. If you find showcases during the event, drop your Pokemon in there and try your best to win them. Remember to drop into the showcases, which are out of the busy areas where it's a little bit harder to get, as there'll be less people joining those showcases and a higher chance to win. Now remember to go to your advanced settings before this event and download all assets. This will download all the assets to your phone, making for a smoother gameplay experience. Also, while you're in there, you can activate native refresh rate, which will use your phone's native refresh rate, making for a much smoother game. Also, if you are going to be grinding during the event, you can consider 2 adventure effects. Number 1, Spatial Rend, which will double your spawn distance from 40 to 80 meters, so you can see more of the wild spawns. The more wild spawns you can see, the easier it's going to be to do the catch themed research tasks and just overall catch the most amount of Pokemon. Even if you're running an auto catcher in the background, that will hit that extra distance, so you'll be able to catch more Pokemon. But if you're struggling to catch Pokemon and you want to make it easier to catch Pokemon, consider using Iceborne or the Free Shock Adventure Effect. These adventure effects, again, will give you a 1.5 times catch multiplier for Iceborne and Free Shock a 1.25, making it a lot easier to catch these Pokemon, especially some of the ones with the harder circles. Finally, as I mentioned before, Sunsteel Strike or Moongeist Beam are also options you could do. Think of these as incenses, but they will also change the day. So if you use Sunsteel Strike, you can encounter Pidgey, Helioptile, Cottony, Alolan Executor, Rockruff, Yungoos, Fomantis, and of course Tyrunt off of that, and Moongeist Beam, Alolan Rattata, Clefairy, Alolan Marowak, Hoothoot, Galarian Zigzagoon, Lunatone, Munna, Rockruff, and Amaura. Those adventure effects will spawn more Pokemon as well, making it easier to complete the field research tasks. Now, this research day is overlapping with Adventure Week, which has the bonus of 2 times catch XP. So you might want to consider using a Lucky Egg to be getting 4,000 XP per excellent throw. Tyrunt and Amaura are actually Pokemon that are pretty easy to get excellent throws on, so this could be a good event to actually grind XP. If you are going to be using Lucky Eggs during the event, consider sharing them through the Party Play feature. If you party up with friends and you share items, you'll get more out of your items. Use a Lucky Egg on yourself, you only get 30 minutes. But if I share a Lucky Egg in a party, everyone gets 15 minutes for a total of 1 hour, double the value. So if you have a couple friends and you guys are going to grind this event, consider partying up with 4 friends. If everybody uses 3 Lucky Eggs, the whole group, every single person is going to get 3 hours of Lucky Egg. And that's going to be amazing to land excellent throws and grind XP, because it'll technically then be 4 times XP for you. Finally, attend a community ambassador meetup. If you go on Campfire, you sort by meetups, you can find all sorts of meetups around your area. Some are community ambassador, some aren't. If there are ones that are community ambassador hosted with the rewards tab, if you attend that meetup and you check in, you'll get a free timed research that will get you some items. Specifically, Specifically, you'll get an incense, a lucky egg, and a lure module, all for free for completing that timed research. However, if there's no community ambassador meetups near you, still attend the meetups around you. And this is where you can find people to raid with, trade with, battle with, you know, make friends, etc., etc. And those are gonna be your local players and maybe, who knows, a future friend. Watch these other 2 videos on screen if you enjoyed this one, guys, and let me know if you're gonna be playing this event or not, and follow for more tips. Peace.